Alright, we got Slick and the infamous Willis and Silverback Black. It's our first of a series of interviews with professional athletes. Remind you guys, this channel is primarily focused on jiu-jitsu and cannabis, but we also are big fans of MMA and honestly, parkour or any extreme athleticism. We would like to see if you guys would like to contribute, the interview, show off what you can do. You're welcome. So with that being said, I'll introduce Willis and let him tell you a little bit about his background, and we'll start some conversation.
I'm Willis, Silverback Black, aka Cactus Foot. Little inside joke we have. I stepped in a bushel of cactus and got covered in a whole bunch of thorns. But I've been fighting for about 8 years now. 8 years since I started training. Yep. I had my first amateur fight back in 2013. First professional fight in 2016, and now I've been a pro for about 4 years. And I'm trying to make my way to the UFC. And got a lot of knockout power, a decent wrestler, and working on my jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, he's got some knockout power. That's understated. So why don't we talk a little bit about your injury? Because recently, before this is a COVID interview. I guess I should state that. We're in Nazi-occupied Michigan, and this is the first we've been legally around to see each other. And behind the camera is Steve with Playboy McKean. So yeah, this is the first legal meeting we've been able to hold with each other. But anyways, Willis is coming off an injury. So pre-quarantine, he was getting ready to get back into action. Now we've had an extra 2 months of doing nothing. So we back or what?
Yeah, we still need a clearance from a doctor right now, but I'm pretty good. I'm healed. I'm ready. This is when I was supposed to be cleared. I was supposed to be cleared to fight this month. So.
But you haven't got all your PT for the COVID, right?
Exactly. But I got all the way up to a point where I was cleared to train, so I was supposed to get back to training, and I literally got one night of training in, quarantine, and then, like we said, a couple of extra months of rest and recovery. Yeah, so I haven't been doing PT with a doctor. I've been trying to do what I can from home, do my stretches on my own. It's not quite the same as being in with a trained professional physical therapist, but I've been trying to do what I can and be responsible and take care of my injuries, because now that we're going to get back to training and hopefully we start having fight shows again soon, I want to get back in there and I'm ready to go. Picking up one as soon as we get it back going.
Now, this channel is about marijuana, so I know that when you left the hospital, they tried to give you narcotics.
Yeah, they tried to give me a couple of different things. I didn't accept any. I don't like the pills, the unnatural pharmaceuticals. I try and stay as far away from that as I can.
And as do I. That stuff should be used in life, not in life. Addictive and damaging. So, what did you do for pain management while you were laid off?
Of course, other than icing and just resting and recovering, I did a little bit of medicinal marijuana.
Yeah.
To help with the pain, and my recovery. It was good for at night, winding down, trying to get comfortable, get some sleep. It was good for the sleep. It was good for the pain. I really don't have any complaints about it.
Now, it also is known to reduce swelling, inflammation. There's numerous benefits to it. But using medicinal marijuana, did you take any of the narcotics?
No, not at all. Those things are addictive, and like I said, I try to stay far away from it. I don't want any of that garbage going in my body.
I've known you for years, and you've always been straight edge. And I know when you're in your fighting camps, you're straight edge as hell.
Oh yeah.
But
not even a cup of juice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your diet and everything is really well tuned. Your whole routine's tuned. So, when you fight somebody, like me, for instance, like you and I sparred, you and I have done some time on the mat together. You've never rolled with me when I haven't been stoned, have you?
No. Not unless you trick me.
And as far as striking, we've always struck together when I had little bugs on too.
Yeah. I have never trained with this man when he wasn't stoned. That's probably what it is.
Now, do you think I'm a dangerous to you when I'm like that?
No, absolutely not. One of the best training partners I've had in my entire career, honestly.
And do you think I'm a dangerous? I mean, seriously, do you think I'm dangerous myself?
No, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. Marijuana does not disable you from being able to perform in the gym. Also, you know, I feel like you're more in tune with yourself, more in tune with whatever you're doing and everything around you. I think, you know, it might have even been what caused you to be such a good training partner in the aspect that I've never been hurt training with you. I've never been hurt training with you.
And
I've been hurt a lot training.
And
That's where all my injuries come from.
Yeah, and
training.
I mean, injuries happen all the time, and I'm pretty fussy about training partners as I get older because I love the game, but I don't want the trauma. So, I mean, we've both seen some horrible injuries. Ty King Cash, that was a horrible injury. You know, and that was a training. I mean, most injuries in combative sports happen in training. They don't happen in the fight, ironically. So yeah, good training partners are important. And I guess that's one of the things I wanted to make clear is a lot of people that have trained with me don't think I'm a dangerous guy. No, I'm tricky, but I think that kind of goes with the wave, you know, kind of riding the wave kind of thing. You know, kind of goes with the flow of the fight. You know, obviously, if you're fighting somebody like Willis, you don't want to get inside unless you're on the ground. That's a tip to anybody out there. You know, play a stiff jab, play a front kick, you know, and try and make him shoot. That's your best bet. If you got a good jiu-jitsu game. If you don't have a jiu-jitsu game, I don't know, just pray before you come out, would be my advice. Honestly. But yeah, you don't have a weak game, really. I mean, everybody has places to improve, but you're a phenomenal athlete, one of the kindest, nicest men I've ever met. Not a drunk. I've seen you tipsy once, and it was hilarious. You were hating it.
Birthday 2019.
Yeah, you were hating it. You're like, I don't like the way I feel. You said it felt like everything was on an angle. I was like, yeah.
Overall, though, I did have a good time with everybody. Had all my friends and stuff.
Yeah, it was a good time. And we were in a safe place. It was nice to have a bar cater the occasion and not have it was obviously a mixed crowd, and it was in Detroit, and that's one thing you have to say about Detroit. There's a lot going on right now. This is during riot time. Riots are going on right now, and our city has managed to hold it together. His city, really. I'm outside. Has held it together. And they've been holding it together since 1968. The reason is honestly, you get on the mats or you go into a gym, it doesn't matter. Skill level and good people kind of gravitate towards each other if you just drop all the ego. You know, and I think that, you know, that's something we should be proud of as being from the city. I hope Detroit keeps holding it together. You mean a lot to all of us. How do you feel about Detroit? Take it.
First of all, what you just said, that was very touching. I appreciate those words. I'm actually proud of Detroit as well. I am. I'm proud of the way that we handle it as a community.
And it's very community. I mean, you have ministers, you have the police, you have the 300. I mean, every group came to the table at the same time in Detroit to stop this. There's a little bit of bias because most of them are Democrats, but I mean, in general, everybody just came to the table and put everything they had into it. You know, and it's made a difference. But anyway, we'll avoid the rest of politics, but that's the time period we're talking in right now. There's riots going on around. And we want to get back to fighting. You know, they say get back to the new normal. Well, normal for us is on knees, you know. not just, you know, beating up Bob. Now this is the toughest guy in the world. I have never seen anybody take more of an ass beating than Bob. But seriously, he's not the brightest. He never has anything to say. So he's always refereed well. That's why Steve and I use him for a referee in the background, is because he's the most fair referee we've ever had.
And he's happy.
So never a decision with Bob, which is Willis' slogan. No decisions. So he's our favorite referee. So referees, if you're out there, take a lesson from Bob, because he does it very well. It's a joke, you know I'm joking. Come on.
He's talking about you, James.
I didn't call any names out. That wasn't me. But no, seriously, our community needs to get active. And what we need to do beyond trying to get back to fighting is doing it in a responsible way, keep respect to the community, and try and grow the sport. I mean, like, if we're in a fight, and I'm all over you, and you got your mind on something else, you're in deep trouble. Yeah, right? So right now, we've been hit with distraction after distraction after distraction. Well, from like our standpoint, or anybody that's done anything, you know, really focused, you can't do that, right? So at some point, you got to sit back and check your mind, check your ego, you know, or your soul, whatever you want to call it, and check yourself physically to make sure all the stress and everything isn't making you unhealthy. Which is the next thing we're going to talk about. Is I'm starting to get a bit of a belly, and I have my 6-packs. And Willis over here, I can tell you, if you call him out for 185 right now, no. Can you still run?
I can.
How far? Like across the street?
I mean, I can run until I pass out at least.
Until you pass out at least, yeah.
I'm not quite sure how much distance that is in measurement, but I will hope it's further than across the street. If I can't get across the street, I need to go to the hospital.
I don't know, but it definitely impacts the health, right?
It does. It does. You know, it also took me, you know, a nice period of time to get motivated enough to even to go out and go for a run or do any type of exercise. And it's, you know, it's hard being inside all day. You know, it's hard getting motivated to exercise and work out when, you know, when you don't feel like you have anything much to look forward to anytime soon. But you know, being able to be here with my friends and you know, and talk and meditate with each other, you know, I'm feeling more motivated each day. You know, I'm able to get out and be more active. I'm feeling physically better. My shoulders are actually getting better. I guess the moral behind it is, you know,
I mean, you'd be ready to fight in a month. I mean, you could be like cleared for fighting in less than a month.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be cleared to fight this month. Like I was saying, you know, it's about getting those appointments. You know, the doctor can't clear me unless they're able to see me and know exactly where I'm at themselves. But you know, the whole world is in pain. The whole world is in pain. You know, and
it's spread to other countries. I mean, these riots have gone from you know the horrible death of a man at the hands of a racist to worldwide thing. I mean, they're in London now. They're in Sydney. I mean, this is taking off, and it's like there was everybody was waiting, because they've been all cooped up and stuff. All right, so we're talking about health effects on us and our community. I mean, they're talking about potentially not having fights or football or anything this year at all.
Yeah. They're not picking up until next year.
Yeah. Now there's some colleges that said they're going to play. But like U of M said, unless they have classes on campus, they ain't playing ball. Now, to us, as soon as they can play football, we can do what we do.
Well, the UFC hasn't slowed down yet.
No, but they've gone.
Well, yeah, I can't say they haven't slowed down.
Yeah.
They had to cancel numerous events.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes that have been made, and they're not being able to do it on American soil. So that's not what people want. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, contact sports, that's what we're waiting on, right?
Yeah.
Impacts of being quarantined for so long on health is big news, something we've been discussing. And, I mean, like I said, my resting heart rate went from 47 to 62. My arms are thinner, my legs are getting thinner. can't see my abs anymore. Obviously, not as healthy. You?
Just picking up a little bit of weight in my stomach area, to be specific. Nothing good. Just trying to continue eating healthy, get back into exercising. And don't know how long it'll be before I can get back into exercising the way I used to, but you know, the closer we get to getting everything back to normal, the better I feel, the more healthier I feel, the more healthier he feels.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's mentally and physically. Mentally, it's mentally draining just as much. Being at home and being told you can't do what you love. This is something we love to do.
Yeah.
We love jiu-jitsu. We love MMA.
Combat sports in general. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, we wrestle over a quarter. It doesn't even have to be a quarter. It could just be a wink. I mean, it don't matter. I mean, some people just love to do this. And when you find good people to roll with, and then you tell us we can't do what we like to do, man, we've been assessing risk our whole lives. You assess risk every time you step into the cage. I kind of feel like we're responsible enough to assess our own risk in this. It's not like we're idiots. How do you feel about that?
I agree with you completely. I feel like we are adults, and I think that we have rights. I know that we have rights.
We do. So I hear.
But when you try and strip these rights away from people, it causes turmoil.
It does. The key is unity, though. Home's on fire, but remember, it's Nero that we can match. You don't get the metaphor well. He's not smart enough to figure out if it's safe or not. So, we can't talk about when you're going to fight next because apparently it's banned.
Yep, nothing.
Yeah. So what do we do for the community? I mean, we could do like, I wonder if we could do like a demonstration thing of, charitable fight or something.
Like an exhibition?
Yeah.
That would be something to talk about.
It would be something to talk about, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Who would be willing to help with an exhibition fight? I think of one guy. You think of a guy?
I can think of a guy.
I can think of a guy. He knows we're talking about it. We won't put any pressure on you, Mike. But we will say, maybe we ought to do something for the public. I don't care. We could do it. I thought of this and posted online. I don't know if you saw this, but I posted that, because of the mask restriction, we can still do jiu-jitsu, but it's got to be El Luchador jiu-jitsu. El Luchador, those big-time wrestlers that wear the mask?
Yeah.
So as long as we wore like a big-time wrestler mask, seems to me like that'd be a legitimate, legal way to do it. So we could just do luchador exhibition matches. Don't know if it's legal. Sure, it sounds absolutely ridiculous. But, tell me people wouldn't show up.
I would show up.
I would show up. So I don't know. But I got a bunch of zany ideas to kind of try and bring us back on track that sound a little silly, and I'm sure a lot of people out there do, but let's just say on the positive tip and stay united. I mean, the 6 feet apart thing, we got a referee between us, so the rules vary. But I mean, we can't do what we do without touching each other. And it's going to happen. I mean, you legalize marijuana, you're ruining my bad boy image with that. That was like the friendly felony. Everybody, about half of us used to do it anyway. So you took that away from me. But if you want to make me into a criminal over jiu-jitsu or combat sports, I'm okay with that. I've already been treated like a criminal the majority of my life because I smoked marijuana. But it's really not fair to a professional athlete to take his career away. I mean, I'm just going to practice in my driveway. I'm getting too old to do all that, but I'll still, beat the hell out of people in my driveway anytime. I mean, we lay down mats and we'll do it. But, that's just for like game, like what we would call, spiritual gain or enlightenment gain or fighter gain. I mean, it's different. But to take away a career is absurd. And really, really frustrating. I've known this guy a long time. I've worked with him a long time. There isn't somebody more deserving. There isn't somebody that takes better care of his family. That isn't better to his neighborhood. Never shown a sign of racism.
From the balcony.
Yeah, so, you know, religious, yeah. If you have a problem with that, then it's your problem, man. But we got to get to a point where if you don't want to go outside, stay inside. Stay inside till 2030, okay? I don't care. Dig a bunker like those crazy people. Go do what you want. But there are several of us that are not afraid. And we want to like that. So, is there anything else you want to say other than we're going to get back into good shape and you want to fight?
I would love to fight. I would definitely be down to do an exhibition if Mike is willing to set it up. So let me get clear by my doctor, which will hopefully be sometime soon. They're starting to schedule appointments again. And if Mike says that he's down to do something, I'm here.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Hungry for it. Hungry.
So if we have the main players, I guess the thing is, as fans and as a community, we got to step up and we got to make some noise and we got to make it happen. You know, one way or another. I think if we do this in like a charitable or .org way, where we set up like some like dummy corporation where all the liability can fall away from Mike, we should do that.
I love that. You should definitely pop back in like editing error.
Yeah.
We're still rolling. But no, we as a community, we got to pull together. We got to get active, and we got to pass videos around. We got to expose ourselves. I mean, seriously, there is rioting like going on right now. Protests are good. Rioting, not good. So, as far as us like fighting or rolling or getting together in garages and doing our thing, start posting it, because it's going to come back, and it's what we got to do. Now, do we be stupid about it? No, let's be healthy about it. We're going to have to tribe up. Stick with those you know, stick with those that you're normally around. We're not going to be able to do big gym stuff. That's, you know, we're going to have to be smart, but this can be done. So, and as far as for the fights, we can just do COVID tests. They got them. I mean, they say they're only 50% accurate, so give him 3. You know, I mean, then we play. If the odds aren't that good, then we'll play probability. Let's do something. But yeah, there's no fear of life here.